Can you talk a little bit about kind of the work you did with Ben this season, and kind of where maybe things didn't really go the way they were planned in that round there?
Well, just people. I don't think Ben cost us the game in Game 7. I think Ben had a pretty good season. He's an all-star. Everybody goes through certain criteria in certain parts of the basketball game that's maybe good or bad. Like when I played, Rudy T said one thing about Sam Cassell, you're gonna get something good or bad, but you're gonna get something. And in my opinion, I think Ben, played well. Ben held Trae Young to 5 for 26. But give Ben a chance, man. Ben understands what he has to do. Our organization got a lot of respect for Ben, and we feel Ben can get the job done. Ben gonna work hard, and enjoy Ben Simmons. That's all I can tell him.
Right, and the funny thing about that, Sam, is so many people had I guess so many excuses when you all went down to the Hawks in the semis, and they were like, well, Ben Simmons this and Ben Simmons that, and even though everybody has their opinion and he's not the greatest shooter, but Ben playing the way that he played in the regular season with Embiid and everybody else, you all were good enough to get the number 1 seed. Yeah,
no doubt about it. So Ben actually was a key member on our basketball team, man. And I think the world of Ben. I think our organization thinks the world of Ben. The expectations of the Sixers gotten higher. So, hey, with high expectation comes a lot of pressure, but you got to withstand the pressure and go forward. So I think our guys can do that.
The biggest thing about basketball, Sam, you and I experienced this being in Houston. When you make it to that mountaintop, like we did in 94 and 95, and then the next year you don't have the season everybody's expecting you to have, they need some scapegoats. And think about it, Sam and I were scapegoats in Houston. We need to get rid of them, and they got to bring in Charles Barkley, and look what happened. They ain't been back to the final since. And you can't always look for a scapegoat, and that's what people want to do. They want to have a reason for losing. You lost because one of your top guys, Danny Green, was out, and you got a hot Trae Young. There are reasons you do lose that don't pertain to you. You have to give credit where credit due to the other team. Think about it. Atlanta played above and beyond what anybody thought they could do. No offense, be hard, but they did.
Oh, and absolutely, they did.
You have to just give credit where it's credit due. And everybody wants to have a scapegoat. Oh, he was the number 1 seed. Big deal. Nobody ever talks about Pop being a number 1 seed and getting bounced twice. So, let's roll with this. The Hawks stepped up to the plate and won. Don't point the finger at Ben Simmons. Don't point the finger at Doc Rivers. Just say, hey, we got beat by a better team.
Yeah, and that's how we look at it. We don't – listen, man. Ben Simmons helped us win a lot of games. It's not about Ben. You lose as a team, man. So the whole thing, we lost as a team. Atlanta deserved to win. We could have did some things better, but the losers always say that. So it's not nothing. They just score more points than us. We have opportunities to win the game, but But hey, I'm done talking about the Sixers.
Yeah, exactly.
But hold on. That sounds like you're going somewhere else, Sam. You kind of need to tell us something.
No, I'm talking about that last season. I'm looking forward to this new season coming up.
Don't try to pull a headline out of this.
I'm looking forward to this next season. Because, man, it's so hard. Like, we came in, it was a short training camp, and everybody had the same problems this year, man. It was tough, man.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about, as a player, could I handle this? It was tough, man. It was tough. So I commend all the players in the league for doing this, man. This was a tough season, man, playing every other day, no practice time, 4 games and 5 nights. It was kind of tough, man, just being a coach and watching these guys do it every night, man. It was tough.